By homeowners who don't want the lines and don't want to pay for them.
But for one woman, the problem is more immediate. She needs a new place to live because of a disability. But now the sale of her home is off because of the special assessment tied to those sewer lines. Rod Maloney has a story.
You know, it's that old physics thing. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And here in Shelby Township, there's a woman who knows full well exactly what that means. And she's very angry and very bitter.
We moved out here, it was just so country, and it was like we went to heaven.
Sharon Stankus and her husband moved here 21 years ago. The crooked for sale sign out front on 25 Mile, symbolic of their inability to sell their home, sitting on 14 acres.
This is a quad level home, a large quad level home, and I can't do it anymore.
Infection forced doctors to amputate her right leg below the knee last fall. She now largely is confined to the first floor level, her family room converted to her bedroom.
And I can't sell it. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
She's among 80 area residents who, without knowing it, ended up on the hook to pay for sewer lines after a special assessment district went into effect. And it turns out the home buyers looking in the area knew before she did.
They didn't come back. He was really, happy. So we couldn't figure that out. Now we have another man looking at the house, but all of a sudden now, he's paying an attorney, and he's really curious about the sewers and the water.
Sharon insists on doing what she can to help her husband around the house, but she longs for that single-story home and knows a lot of money stands between her and her new digs.
And I know they're going to have to develop the land in the back. We all know it's going to happen.
And she said, but why do we have to pay for it? That was the line that we were waiting for there. But in the meantime, Shelby Township officials say that worrying about the cost of all of this is kind of not the right answer at this point, because they say there's much more to be done, and they haven't decided what the cost is going to be yet. That's probably about 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 weeks away. But the wheels continue moving on this process. I talked to the township about Sharon's plight, and they were saying that they were unaware that any of these problems were related in any fashion. Back to you.
Rod, that's just heartbreaking. What's she going to do? What's her husband going to do next?
Well, you can best bet that the next meeting, whenever they have that, they will be there front row center protesting and essentially trying to get the township to decide that if, in fact, they're going to do this development, that the residents who live in the area shouldn't be on the hook for that. And she says that would free her to be able to sell her house.
All right. All right. Rod, keep us posted. Thank you.